My people, what that they say shall never end. Right now, we are hearing that the palace have trembled. Everywhere is shaking, shaking, shaking. As Ebony, who have been crying, saying that this is too much for her. You know that when they said they discovered she was pregnant or she is pregnant is when during that day they said the second process of asking ritual was supposed to happen. They said that day that she fainted and was rushed to one private hospital like that. They did not go to the palace hospital. They did not go and meet with the palace doctor. Instead, they took her to one private hospital like that, and from there they said her blood pressure increased. While they are running a series of tests, they came up with the idea that she is pregnant and all of that. Right now, remember, before now we have been hearing that whenever a queen is pregnant, and if the pregnancy is for the king, that there is this kind of deity in the palace that makes certain noise. And when that happens, there will be this news that a wife is expecting a baby for the king. Yes, I don't know if you have heard something like that. They said there is nothing like that happened in the palace during this period. And you know that if that has happened, maybe even if they don't know the particular wife that is expecting, maybe if everybody says now that she is pregnant, some people will say, okay, maybe it is her own that made that noise or something of that nature. But they said there was nothing like that in the palace. And maybe that is what gives the king that courage. Or maybe the king did not go, or maybe he go. I don't know. But I believe that if there have been such a noise, the king will not insist that she must come and swear with the ancient sword. And a lot of people are saying that the reason it was looking like the king is very, very angry towards Ebony, because to Ebony's people, the king is doing everything within his power to send Ebony out of that palace. But they said the reason it is looking like that is because of what Ebony did. Ebony went and called the queen's uncle in Australia. And that uncle happens to be one person that never supported this whole drama of the queen going back to the king after the king have married all these 6 wives. Due to the fact that he's a Christian, he believes so much that the king is supposed to keep his words to the girl, to the queen. Because when the king marries the queen, he promised her that she will be his only wife. That is what we heard, if the information is true. So the uncle is not asking, okay, now that he have married this, that. The uncle is focused on if he really loved this lady the way he is claiming, why would he go ahead impregnating all this other wife, forgetting that they are his wives? And they said, due to that call, that the uncle is now mounting so much pressure on the queen, saying that they are using something on her, that she needs to find her way out of that man's life, that she needs to move on with her life. They said the kind of pressure that the uncle is mounting on the queen right now. And you know that things are getting better between the king and the queen if everything we are hearing is the truth. So with all of this, for Ebony to come up with the idea of she is pregnant and the sign that they're supposed to hear from the palace when a queen is pregnant, they did not hear. All of this is causing so much wahala right now. Some people are saying, is it the doctor that confirmed it that put it or what? And now, to tell you that these people might be up to something, they said her family is saying that why not go to the hospital to go and verify rather than using the ancient sword. But we all know that the king is a traditional king. He believes so much in their culture and tradition. So why are they going to the hospital when they have the answer to their questions right there in the palace and before everyone? Because in the hospital, the possibility that they will bribe the doctor is there. The possibility that there might be a mistake is there. But with that ancient sword, Everybody will see it right there in front of everyone present. They said about 8 elders from her family and from the palace and other places, they will be present there to witness it firsthand. This one is not okay, go, the test will come out tomorrow. No, they said they will see it right in front of them there. And there is no how she will lie and the gods will spare her and all of that. So the king said, instead of going to the hospital, instead of trying to say, okay, this person is not telling the truth, this person is telling the truth, the ancient sword is there to help them get the truth as easy as ABC. And that's why he is insisting that Ebony will have to come and prove that, yes, she is expecting a baby for the king. If not, that the Ituase will continue. Because the others are on his neck, on the king's neck, according to what we are hearing. Oh, don't forget that I do not live in the palace. These are all alleged, okay? So they said the elders are on the king's neck, that there is no how he will carry out that Ituase, that the innocent child in Ebony's womb did not do anything against the king and all of that, even when they have not confirmed whether she is really pregnant or not. Because to me, I believe that Ebony understands their culture and tradition very well, and she must have known that by the time it got to the point of I am pregnant, I am not pregnant, that Ituase will no longer continue. But she did not think about the part where the king will say, okay, you must swear with the ancient sword. And now the king have come up with that idea. They said at first Ebony was crying, saying that what is it that she have done to the king to deserve this kind of treatment from him? That this is too much, she is tired, that her condition right now, she needs rest and pampering and not stress and all this pressure on her. But at the end of the day, information have it that she have accepted that she will swear before the elders using the ancient sword, before the ancient sword, that she is really pregnant for the king. But the question is it all about accepting? Is she up to something? Because if everything we are hearing about her is the truth, there is this possibility that she might be planning something, something funny that day, where everybody will say, yes, after all, she accepted to do it. If her hands are not clean, she wouldn't have accepted. Maybe on that day, something will happen. Either she did not show up or she will just fake fainting again in order to stop that. That is what I'm thinking. I don't know what you guys think. Anyway, guys, that is what we're hearing if the information is true. But don't forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless we verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Do well to subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.